looking at it from the different types, human design types. So that should be a lot of fun. And as we talk about this third day, somebody called it the other day projector talk. And it is about projectors by projectors for projectors, but also for those who work with us, that it is different. And we have like a subgroup of LPL that we call Projector Women in Business. And so we get together monthly. And we are finding that marketing is different and how we communicate is different, and how we even function as a small business solopreneur is very different than what others might do. And so the day, it's a half day, it goes till about 1 o'clock, has a series of speakers, each talking of being a projector and how it impacts us in ways that could impact us as businesswomen as well as leaders. So it's really exciting. I was really glad that Kelly agreed to be one of the speakers. We have a phenomenal woman coming out of London, Jess, who once you hear her, you could listen to her all day long because she's just fascinating as can be, and a few others. So it's going to be, I think it's a wonderful addition to the summit for the third day. So I encourage you all to come in and just hear what makes us a little bit different than what you might be used to.
Thanks, April, for sharing about what's going to be on the bonus day. And I really love that you came up with this idea for having a full session that talks about human design projectors, so that those of us who are projectors can learn a little bit more about ourselves. But I think one of the more important aspects, which Elizabeth has alluded to, is that for those of us who are coaches, healers, leaders, teachers, and who have to work with the public, you're working with people where it's not one size fits all. And it's a great opportunity to learn about the different types, learn about projectors, sure, but we're going to have a panel at the top of that day that's going to be talking about leadership for all the different human design types. So we have a manifestor on the panel. We even have a reflector on the panel. It's going to be really interesting to have conversation with all of these people. And of course, I want to say thank you to you, April, for coordinating that. Thank you so much. I think it's a great time for me to ask Kelly to share a little bit about what she's going to be presenting about, because she's also going to be one of our projector experts talking on Ladies Power Lunch Fall Summit on our bonus day.
Oh, thank you. And I will recognize the invitation, and it feels correct for me to accept it. So I will accept your invitation to speak on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Isn't it great though? Like when we, let me just preface this by saying, y'all who know me well, you know that I am, I want to see the double-blinded placebo-controlled trials. I want to see the results. I want to see exactly how things are going. Like I wouldn't meditate until I went and I read on PubMed some studies that showed the different patterns in the brain that made it make sense for me. And so I walked away from human design so many times. And I keep coming back because it makes so much sense to me. So if you've not really embraced human design, that's okay. But if you have, it really seems to give a good insight about you and who you are. So Kelly, what are you going to be talking to us about? Please share.
Well, thank you. For me, human design was very affirming around my whole life experience, what I knew about myself, the challenges that I experienced, and the gifts and traits and talents that I had. And to get all of that from simply putting in my birth information in a very objective way, wow, knock your socks off, because it's not a subjective analysis. However, implementing it and living it can be of subjective experience. And that's why we call it the experiment. So for me, let's first say, for those who don't know about human design, who might be listening to this, it's a way of understanding and kind of mapping out how the energy that is us flows and is us and does us, and how we be in the world and interact with the world from an energetic perspective. And most of the people in the world are generators and have built the world. That's what they do. They're here for both life force energy, workforce energy to come into the world, and there are builders. And projectors are guides. Our challenges, and that's just simplifying, our challenges come in because for each one of us, we have to know when to take action and what action is correct for us to take, whether, regardless of what type we are. We're all waiting for something. But because we are among the minority in the types, and we are so different, projectors have to wait to be invited. And I'm talking about what an invitation actually is and where the invitations are hiding. And it's not as literal as some people think it is. I find a lot of projectors are waiting to literally be invited, and they're very upset and they're having a lot of stress and issues because they've misunderstood the concept. So where generators get to live in response in the world and then check in and see if what their body is calling them to is correct for them to follow, we live waiting for an opening and check in to see if that opening is correct for us to follow through on. So that's what I'll be talking about. Thank you for the
Awesome.
invitation to share that.
Thank you for accepting the invitation. We have Barb in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's not a party until it's a party. Am I right? So we're also gonna have, I'm just gonna say very briefly, we're gonna have some bonus content built into our days. And one of our bonus content things is going to be a happy hour with Hannah, and it's going to be on the evening of the first day. It's going to be virtual, and Hannah's going to talk to us about health and wellness, but we're going to also have the opportunity, if we choose, to cook along with her. So that'll be fun. I tell people, just bring your favorite beverage. If you want to cook along with Hannah, you're welcome to, but either way, it's going to be a fun time. I want to ask Marianne if you will please share a little bit about what you're going to be talking about on Summit. So Marianne's going to be on day 2. Summit's broken out into 4 segments. You'll notice it when you see the agenda, but basically the first segment is going to be focused on that leadership mindset, because a lot of us have an idea that, you know what, leadership is that top-down thing that we talked about before, that hierarchy. And, it's not for us. And some of us, even when we hear that word leadership, feels like, oh, that's not me. I'm not a leader. Even I got to tell you, shied away from this idea of being called a leader. That didn't sound like me at all. And so that first segment on the Ladies Power Lunch Fall Summit is going to be focused on the mindset that goes alongside collaborative leadership. Then the second segment, and Wendy Lee is going to be leading us off on that first segment. It's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be fun. The second segment's going to be talking about leading through example, because I feel like that's the way I lead. I tell people all the time, Mama has lived, oh my goodness, like the amount of experiences that I've had in my life so far, I could write quite a few books, but it's also in service of the work that I do. Marianne says all the time, your mess is your message, right? So we're going to have quite a few people who are on the summit who are going to be sharing their mess, right? And hopefully it's going to be able to give some people a blueprint that they can use to guide themselves away from the mess so that they can live their best life. The third segment is going to be looking at that collaborative leadership paradigm in action. So we have quite a few people who have been able to incorporate the idea of collaborative leadership in their businesses, and they're seeing not just expansion in their reach, but also, guys, expansion in their time freedom, expansion in their abundance, expansion in their income. And they're here to share with us exactly how they got there so that we can step by step follow in their footprints, right? Because that's why we're here in this group. I keep saying this, I can't say it enough. Every single time we think of something that we need, I promise you, and I don't make promises lightly, there is somebody in this group who can hold our hands and walk us through it or point us in the direction and say, hey, the thing that you're looking for, it's right over there, just right there. So we're going to have some people sharing their example. And then where Marianne comes in is when we're going to start talking about the quantum leadership. So how leadership is actually us stepping into our leadership is actually helping to raise the vibration of the planet. So Marianne, tell us, what are you going to be talking about?
We're going to be talking about leading with joy. So that was the title of my chapter, Lead with Joy. And really, like you said, our mess is our message. So what now? I mean, now that we've come through that mess, our message is going to be full of joy because of what we experienced, and that now we're living by example, and we're getting to, as that example, people are just going to be attracted to us. So how do we want to do that? And how do we, and as we lead, what brings us joy? And how do we incorporate joy in our leadership? And, what does that look like? What does it make available to you when you're in joy or when you're not, when you're aligned and when you're not aligned? Which is the better deal? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to live? So it's more around living out that joy in part of your leadership, as your leadership, and recognizing when you're there and when you're not. It'll be fun.
It's
We'll
going to
have a little
be
workshop with it. Yeah.
Yep. And that's the other thing too. I am so bored with going to events, both virtually and in person, and sitting and having people just talk at me. I was talking to Shannon, Shannon Daniels, who is the founder of Uncaptive, which is a site that we use to deliver our summits to our virtual participants. And she's also going to be a presenter on our summit. And Shannon was saying to me that she has actual data about events, and within 15 minutes of somebody attending an event, whether it's virtual or in person, within that first 15 minutes, everybody has pulled out this thing here, their phone, every soul. And so I get it. Like, nobody really wants to go to something to be talked at anymore. And so we are making sure that this is an experiential summit where you actually leave and you've actually done something. You've actually gotten a win. You've gotten something that you can implement into your life or into your business. You've had your hands on, you've had a chance to talk to the people beside you, even if it was just the person who's in the square beside you on the computer. It is going to be really an immersive experience. So thank you, Marianne, for sharing that. Wendy Lee, can you share? Don't give away the store, okay? Let me just say that right now, because we have a big surprise coming. But can you share a little bit about what you want people to take away from your portion of our summit?
Yes. I mean, first of all, obviously, I'm so thrilled to be a part of this. And yes, Texas is going to be in the house. I got my ticket too, Barb. So, it's one of those things that even if you just go for the connection and the collaboration and being in that energy, obviously you're going to get all this other stuff. But as I'm even just sitting here thinking and things are coming through, it really feels like, yes, we're shifting from this hierarchy to heterarchy, but it's also like the leader that we already are, right? We are already a leader, but are we really being a leader in our relationships, in our work, in our life, in our businesses? Sometimes, but sometimes then we kind of shy away from that. And if you go way back when, to even your infant 1-year-old, 2-year-old self, you knew how to be a leader. You knew how to ask for what you needed. You knew how to learn and lead by example. Like, we already know that. We just got separated from it. So what if we can just get reconnected to that? And it doesn't matter where we are on the journey. This is why we're all coming together. And this is why all of us, even now on this call, have come together. There's no oops. This is happening for a reason. And you probably have noticed just in your conversations, you're having more conversations like this because we're raising the vibration one leader at a time, inside out, inside out.
No singing aloud, Wendy. Come on now.
No singing aloud. And then there'll be some other surprises, but you got to tune in to find out.
I love it. I love it. I want to ask Elizabeth and Barb to unmute because Elizabeth and Barb are my partners in crime in bringing this whole summit to everyone. And so I'd love for you, Elizabeth and Barb, to just share with everybody, you know, what are you bringing to Summit? What is it that you're gonna hope that people are gonna be able to take away?
I'll share the magic I feel is when we bring everyone together, and that Calypso says hi too. When we bring
So
everyone together in that space of sharing their stories and their wisdom and being open to not like discovering, because I like, even when like I know the theme of what I'm talking about, but I don't know exactly what's going to come out of that, and I don't know exactly what will be present to in the room when we're there either. But it will be something around that, like, what if everything happens? Like, can we take that and have it be something that we're using to help other people and help transform the world into the place that we want to be, and to recognize that we're already there too. So yeah.
So good.
I
Barb.
hi bestie. Hi Liz. Hi guys. I love y'all. So something that I've been saying for a while is I want to perpetuate a world of do-gooders to do super goodness. We all have capes. We are all superheroes in our own right. Something that I'm a rebel, surprise, but I've never seen myself as a leader. Shock and awe. But I've never owned that leadership in myself. I've never seen myself as a leader, but who knew that there's a leader in rebellion? Not me at all. But what I do know as a fact is that we all have the magic within us, and then we all can have that visibility, and we all need to get our message out. We all have that message to be seen, heard, to help be that do-gooder, to help raise the vibe of that planet that Liz was talking about. And we can all be a part of that. And we all have our magic to get out there and to share that part of the magic. Sorry, my husband's getting some food for us if you hear that in the background, because I need some magic in my belly. But that's what I want. That's what I want most, is to everybody to listen to that magic within, to find that magic, and to share that magic with the world, because it's going to resonate with somebody. It's magnetic with somebody out there, and you're going to have your own audience that it's going to resonate with, and to shout it out, because it's going to be magnetized to your audience. And that's the most important thing, is to just share it, share that magic story, share it, and share your magic, get it out there. And because we're here for a purpose, to share that purpose, and you got to shout it out loud.
Beautiful. Like I said, I have an ask of everybody, and it is basically that this is a time when people who are going to attend an event actually purchase their tickets. People usually purchase a ticket for an event within about a month of the event actually happening. We are 4 weeks away from Summit, and so I would love to invite you. Will you be an affiliate for Summit? Certainly, you'll get great affiliate swag. like I said, you're going to get that warm, fuzzy feeling of knowing that you're supporting Ladies Power Lunch, the mission of which you believe in so much. And Think 3, you're also going to get the $50 for each person who purchases a ticket using your affiliate connection. So I am dropping the link in the chat. It's growsmarter.harder.com/join-affiliate. And my ask is that you share it on your social, you share it when you sign up, you'll get your affiliate link. So this is not your affiliate link. This is the link that you're going to use to sign up for your unique affiliate link. Once you get your affiliate link, all you have to do is share it with your email, share it with your social media, and you might have a few people who you think to yourself, I really like what's coming up on this summit. I want to ask this particular person or these particular people to also attend. You can use your link to share it with them as well, and they can purchase their ticket that way. Once they've bought their ticket, it registers in our system, and we'll know that it's you, and it will activate all the perks and benefits that come from being an affiliate. So did anybody have any questions at all about being an affiliate? No questions, no concerns? Awesome. Then I think we were particularly clear on that. Yep. So I'm going to share it in the Facebook group as well. So if you miss it, it's growsmarter.harder.com/join-affiliate. And if you have an opportunity, just sign up there. If you have a Ladies Power Lunch bestie who you think should be an affiliate also, you can tell them and they can sign up and get their affiliate link. And my hope is that we'll have a full house for Summit, because the truth is, when you bring your friends and you bring your friends and I bring my friends and all our friends get together, guess what? Now your friend pool just grew by a power of 3. Like, there is nothing better than that. Guys, come on, it's math. Like, if it's math, then it's true. That's what my son will tell you. So go ahead, go to growsmarter.harder.com/join-affiliate, get your affiliate link, and share about this wonderful, wonderful summit with your friends.